Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very exciting video to get into because we have some new updates, rumors, and leaks. Some of them pointing towards a Nintendo Direct happening this month, potentially this week. And, I mean, that's just awesome news. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. Yeah, there could be an announcement from Nintendo already by the time you're watching this video, because if it's happening this week, it's happening on Thursday. And I hope that's true, because anything would be better than that damn Pokemon Presents we got. God, those things suck. It's like you know that it's gonna suck, but you get this crazy worm in your brain that's like, no, just trust the process. It's gonna be good this time. It's never good. Lucky for us, we have a fun video today though. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our amazing communities growing. And stay tuned to the end of the video so you can learn how to win some eShop gift cards or potentially a Nintendo Switch 2. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First, let's start with some updates, and some damn good updates if I have to say so myself. The Nintendo Switch 2 sells over 1.5 million units in Japan, becoming the fastest selling gaming hardware of all time, at least in Japan. I think that's what that means. That is truly freaking crazy. 1.5 million consoles. I am not one of these people who will ever say the Switch 2 is better than the Steam Deck, because I don't have a Steam Deck and I can't say for sure. But, you know, what is the lifetime sales of the Steam Deck? Like 4 million consoles? And just in Japan alone, 1.5 million? I'm just saying that is a staggering number. Now maybe you're someone who wants a Switch 2, but you haven't found one yet. I am seeing pictures every single day of people just walking into Walmart and finding them. Best Buy has had stock inline and on stores like pretty much every single day. I'm seeing that. So, you know, they're out there. You just have to check a little bit and I'm sure you'll find one. But maybe you would like to know when a Switch 2 is going to be available. Maybe you don't want to go through the process of looking around. Well, Nintendo finally announced the first Nintendo Switch 2 bundle of this generation. It is a Pokemon Legends EA bundle, and I believe this is launching the day the game comes out, which is maybe October 16th. I could be off on the date, but I think that's correct. And I believe it is $500, so the same price as Mario Kart World Bundle. Now, if I could push back on a couple things, or at least call them out, or I guess make the obvious more obvious. This isn't as good as a deal as a Mario Kart bundle. With this bundle though, we're only saving $20 because Pokemon Legends EA is $70 opposed to $80, right? So that's the first thing. And then number two, I was hoping when we would get the first real bundle, I mean, I know Mario Kart World is the first one, but the first real bundle after that, I was hoping it would be a themed console. But there's a few reasons why I think this is not a themed console. Number one, you know, Nintendo's still trying to make sure that the consoles are just out there, so it's easier to make them all the same console instead of different variants. And number two, this isn't a Nintendo Switch 2 game. This is a Switch 1 game that also will have a Switch 2 version, right? So it wouldn't make sense for them to make this a bundle for a Switch 1 game. I could be wrong, but I think Pokemon Legends EA is technically a spin-off. It's not a new generation. So whenever we do get that new generation, that will probably be a theme bundle. It's still a little bit of a letdown in my opinion, but yeah, if you want to wait till the 16th to get it, you can pick up this bundle and get this game. And I mean, it's all your preference, right? Do you either want Mario Kart or do you want Pokemon? Now, before we get into some awesome news and leaks and all that good stuff, I have to show you something that is so damn stupid. A few days ago, I cannot remember who posted it on Twitter. It might have been Jake Randall. Oh yeah, shout out Jake Randall. I don't know them at all, but today, the day you're watching this video, at night, I will be on the Nintendo Prime podcast, and I think there'll also be a guest there, so weird coincidence there. But I think they posted on Twitter, would you buy Donkey Kong Bonanza if it had a yellow cartridge? That's a rhetorical question, because the answer is, hell yes, we would buy that. That would be amazing, and I still think Nintendo might do that down the line, maybe in a year or two, different color cartridges, but, you know, it's a red cartridge, it is what it is. But maybe you can't wait. Maybe you need a yellow cartridge. So what is the next best thing to do? Well, I don't know the answer to that. But I know one thing you shouldn't do is spray paint the cartridge. This is crazy. Just look at this. Donkey Kong Bonanza owner spray paints the game card yellow and ruins his Switch 2 in the process. It is so stupid. Oh my god, dude. Why are you such a dumbass, man? I don't know you. The fact that you're wearing a yellow shirt as well, I don't know why that makes it even funnier to me. He's dressed like a banana. I mean, I know, like, the cartridge is yellow, and he's holding up DK64, which had a yellow cartridge. I get it. Spray paint is not the way. This is not good. At bare minimum, if you didn't mess up your Switch 2, you're gonna mess up the cartridge. But you messed up the cartridge in your Nintendo Switch 2. You're a dumbass, man. This is crazy. What is the answer to this? Like, why does stupid stuff like this happen? There's gotta be a reason. I don't know. Now, the main reason I wanted to make this video, because it is themed around a Nintendo Direct. A lot of you guys are commenting that you don't think there'll be a Direct till September. And you're probably right. Like I said, there could be an announcement from Nintendo already for a Direct tomorrow. But all signs are pointing towards this month. If it isn't tomorrow, which would be the 24th, it would be the 31st of July, because that's the last Thursday in July, or would it be a Wednesday? It would either be this week or the very end of the month. But, you know, for the hell of it, we'll just say it's happening. Nate the Hate reaffirms that a Nintendo Direct is happening this month, right? If Nate the Hate's saying it, it's like the gospel, man. I'm going by it. I just feel like it's gonna happen. And I feel like it needs to happen. And I've seen so much third-party stuff happening, which we'll talk about in a minute. They're just waiting to make these announcements, but they're waiting for Nintendo to make them. When else is Nintendo going to make them, right? I don't think we're getting any third-party announcements on the Nintendo Today app. I don't think we're getting those on Twitter. We need a Direct. But yeah, Nate the Hate reaffirms that a Nintendo Direct is happening this month. And I guess somebody said, but a Direct is still happening in July? And they said, to my knowledge. Now, when talking about that Direct, it's like, what are we going to see? Number one, definitely first-party Nintendo Switch games getting Switch 2 upgrades, and then as well, more Switch 2 versions. I think Mario Party Jamboree comes out this week. Why not show that off in a Direct, right? 30-second trailer just to remind you, hey, this game is coming out today. Play it, have fun. It seems to be really geared towards game chat and putting your face on the characters and stuff. I just bought Mario Party Superstars. Yeah, I think that's the one. I just bought Mario Party Superstars like a week ago. It's my favorite Mario Party that released on the Switch because it's a collection from like every generation. So I'm not going to pick up Jamboree personally again. But yeah, that's coming out this week, so they might show off that. But really, the third-party stuff is what's got me hyped. We have this post right here saying Borderlands 4 releases for Nintendo Switch 2 on October 3rd. And I seen, I can't remember the guy's name, Randy something maybe, on Twitter talking about this. I don't know when the game comes out for other consoles, but maybe that's the same day. If not, like a few weeks after. I am really excited for this. I will not be picking it up day one though. Borderlands games are fantastic, and I do think people should support them and buy them day one. I have bought every Borderlands game I have ever bought on sale, and I don't think I've ever paid more than $10. I bought a Borderlands collection on the Switch for like $10. It had 3 games. I bought Borderlands 3 for my Xbox Series S at the time, and I think I paid like $6. You know what I mean? So I love the games. They're fun. They're some of my favorite franchises ever. I'm not going to pick it up day one, especially for $70 or whatever the hell it's going to be. I think it's going to be the best Borderlands game so far. It looks like they really listened to a lot of our feedback, but I just can't do it. Then we also have Ubisoft confirming that Assassin's Creed Shadow will release on other machines following Switch 2 listing. And if you remember like a month ago, or like right after the Switch 2 had came out, they rated the game for the Switch 2 on ESRB rating. And it's like, that's weird. And that's not something you mistakenly do, right? So I think Borderlands 4 will probably show up in the Direct. Assassin's Creed Shadows 100% will show up in the Direct, as well as probably a handful of other Assassin's Creed games. We've already talked about Fire Emblem quite a few times this week, but I think that could possibly show up as well. And I think there's going to be some really big surprises. Not only do we know kind of what's going on with Nintendo the rest of the year, you know, we have like a game a month or something here and there. Metroid Prime 4, I think that gets a release date 100%. And if I had to guess when we get our first Switch 2 theme console, it's probably not going to happen this year. But if it was, Metroid Prime 4 would be the perfect console to do it with. And you know what's weird? Every time that we got a theme console with the Switch, for the most part, you could get one. If you wanted one, you could get one. I don't think that's going to be the case with the Switch 2. I think they're going to be selling out instantly. The same way like theme stuff happens with the PS5, like 30th anniversary or Astrobot or whatever. Those things sell out instantly. But that was never really the case with the Switch. I do think that's going to be the case with the Switch 2. It feels premium, and it feels like there's a scarcity to where it's like there's not enough of anything, even though technically there is. I just feel like that's going to be almost common this generation with the Switch 2. So, you know, if that does happen, I'm definitely not going to be able to get it, but hopefully you will. But I also think there's definitely going to be some other surprises there. Hollow Knight Silksong. 100%, if this direct happens, I'm putting everything up that this game will show up in that direct. There's so many other things slipping my mind right now. So obviously, the day you're watching this video, if Nintendo announces it, that's going to be fantastic. Obviously, this is one of those time will tell things, but I just, you know, I don't want to say I think it's going to happen 100% and then it doesn't happen again, because it is killing me. Not only do I want it to happen, I truly think Nintendo needs this to happen. It's like there's no dev kits apparently, or not enough, and it just feels weird, right? It feels like the generation is moving along, but at the same time, it's not moving fast enough. I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel like we should be somewhere else so far in the generation, but we're kind of held back. I know it just started, but I really think a direct will help push us along and get us going. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you. If you made it to this part of the video, you're amazing. Hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Let's keep our communities growing. I give away eShop gift cards every single Saturday. I'm giving away a Switch 2 this week and more as the year goes on. So be on the lookout for all that good stuff. And you guys know me. I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.